Alright, so it's important that you remain educated and we remain constant on education and making sure that we remain firm and constant with the new life, because new life keeps on producing very, very rapidly. Alright, so the importance of remaining in great standing, not to confuse yourself, and always stay with what works, that is very, very effective and guarantees you to have a great life, a peaceful life, is having police, CIA, FBI, military, border patrol, building with corrections, with detainees. You build houses with them, for them. The detainee gets the nice big house first. They want to keep on living on it. They keep on working side by side with us. Over time, it builds great equity, and it also builds understanding and trust. Legalizing all drugs, marijuana, healing plants, because marijuana is not a drug in the first place. Somebody just pitched a horrible narrative on a very healing plant, and just to create demand for a selected handful. Just like what we saw with money laundering, when there was no such thing. It's all about healthcare. It's all about being involved with all of our consumptions. Because even if you don't consume that, it's like you really are. Because people aspirate. Their health is a reflection of your health. Every single day, our families, loved ones, ourselves cross paths. It's a humongous world. Business moves extremely fast. New life produces extremely fast. You see that with the animals. And we've seen the misguided killing our dogs, our animals, because they reach a mass population and they don't know what to do with it. They lack direction. Instead, you can buy a piece of land and put all animals there. Don't restrict their producing. They just grow and they roam free. And every public place, park, has feeding stations. And now that creates demand for police, military, border patrol, with the detainees all within government, all equally governed the right way, with the right direction, remaining constant in that right direction and knowing the importance of disease prevention is caring for our animals, is caring for ourselves, is caring for the animals surrounding sea and land, is caring for ourselves and our surroundings as well too. Perfect example on how powerful your brain is when you tell yourself or you make yourself believe certain things. When there's people that promote to you teeth whitening, right? And when you overdo this teeth whitening, it can act like a poison to yourself when you're always doing it. Like a poisonous steroid that depletes your natural nutrients that you already produce. Or some people take off their teeth and then they put on veneers. And what do they say? Oh, well, I mean, you're not going to take your teeth with you. It all comes down to keeping your surroundings up to par in a very luxurious, healthy living standard. How can you be out there entertaining war and conflict, conflicting amongst the same species, and we all bear the same fruits? Everything is already very understanding. How can you be doing that when just a mile away there's people living in broken down homes? That's becoming a healthcare risk. And that's why people that call themselves rich when there's no such thing, they're looking sick and they're living in great standards. It just goes to show that my conclusion is very correct. I have never led you astray. God would not allow that, because if you fail, I fail. If you're sick, I get sick. If I mislead you, I suffer the repercussions of misleading you. Remain on that right direction. Remain always knowing how to properly care for our consumptions. Because once we take care of the animals' health and we make sure their surroundings are clean, this is an everyday job task that is needed. Animals' feces can become nutrients to their surrounding plants to a certain extent. But even the plants need that balance of nutrients being fed to them. And then our renewable resources on land seeps into our ocean and can create harmful bacteria and become a poison in these animals' bloodstreams, and we're just eating it. Oh, but on the platter, when it's cooked looking pretty, you take it for granted and you ignore it. You enjoy your meal. Over time, it's going to make you have a disease. All of these diseases would not exist. That's why we need to remain constant with new life and each other on that right direction and how we came to be blessed to this point. And we'll keep thriving together internationally with all of our families together, same effort. Dude, they huff and puff, they conflict, they go out all for a house, food, clothes, a vehicle, a partner. We all bear the same fruits. That partner's gonna want to be with somebody that has great relationships, that is very kind to all, that doesn't want to be harming all for no reason. That means no harm with anybody. Over time, people will realize that you're full of shit if you are, or if you mean well and they're being directed the right way. For a point in time, it was getting very, very convincing to adapt to shitty narratives that they'll never see with shitty equipment and shitty fucking training tactics, knowing that was short-lived. You can hype up these weapons, but what's the point? You'll see what it does to you. It'll just end you. That's all you know about the weapon. And we already know how to never see shit again. We know how to never need any weapon. weapons ever. We have doctors just drowning in medicine now. Totally lost from the fact that we're living in a better day. So you need to adapt to a better day. So now that we've already gotten ahead of ourselves in this knowledge, now all there is left to do is teach new life and educate on the obstacles that we've survived, how to go about it the correct way, so we won't be wasting our time. And now everybody, when you legalize all of the consumptions, you eliminate all crime, you invite those farmers making these drugs, plants, you invite them in to work side by side with all of our government officials and the people, all accumulating the same skills. Now there's nothing to be intimidated by, there's nothing to assume, there's no pointless investigations. All it takes is labor for a nice, big, luxurious house. That's it. All it takes is labor. That is it. So why don't you stop wasting your time and learn how to labor? I mean, look at what you adapt to. Teeth whitening instead of caring for your surroundings. You see crimes being committed, wars starting because they don't have a home to go to or a home worth living in. Their surroundings are shit, so they adapt to this idea. When in reality, hey, why don't you invite them to come build with us? We'll build a house for you for sure. And there's rules to follow that we all have to follow together so we can keep getting good food. We can keep getting clean water. We can keep making new clothes, because clothes get old. They collect harmful debris. Houses get old. They collect harmful debris. Restaurants get old. They collect harmful debris. So after all animals are roaming freely, then it'll deviate from people conflicting with each other when there shouldn't be no reason. And now they'll have to, I doubt it, because like life is life, you'll be great, but I mean, now you'll have to it just deviates their attention to a healthier way. There's healthy ways to never see conflict ever. We don't want you to be faked out. We don't want you to be psyched out. We don't want to give you real solutions to real problems, real 100% success. This is not wishful thinking. This is no risk to your health, no risk to your business. We're actually making you very healthier. And making all the world a better place to live, a more luxurious, richer world that you will love. Everybody's attracted to the same image of success that we've laid the examples of thus far. That's why everybody comes out, dude, for a house to gain that image of success of the examples that we laid out to this present day. So why don't you stop wasting your time, stop wasting our time, and come in it like an everyday employee. Because there's obviously somebody that got too much time in their hands and is trying to tap people's bodies and use us like a fucking phone. And then what? Are they going to say because it's public safety, we can keep you safe? Well, there's a more effective way to keep it universal, where you just end up not seeing any real progress or a better today, a better tomorrow. And as I'm explaining the solutions every time, because of course somebody forgot and it's a bigger world, and then they act impulsively on and make matters worse for themselves. As I'm saying this, they're over here talking in low frequencies to me, just threatening me for no reason. And I'm Mr. Roman from the Bible, the reason why everybody in the whole world is alive today and breathing. Because all of you guys got careless, misdirected your attention elsewhere. In 2016, with investigative proof, I predicted the pandemic when God told me very personally, and it actually happened in 2020. And it killed tons around the whole world. Sickness always happens when attention is misdistributed and people get careless. How many more people are going to run to a bigger deal? They start talking about contracts and contracts. You hear it a lot, and then you start to rot in a sense when you lack understanding the importance of, hey, everybody needs to afford a big home, and you want everybody to keep on talking about those healthy things. Because their health is a reflection of your health. If they're not healthy, then you're not healthy. Work needs to be done in the right way. We're not going to be adapting to medication anymore when sickness could become very rare. Not even with the common cold, dude, of the seasons, man. God is great, the greatest, beyond your imagination. Stop leaning on flesh. Stop leaning on your own understanding. You stay on that right path. Provide a better example for a better tomorrow. Provide opportunities to work along and create great relationships worldwide. We have languages to pass down and to constantly teach. We are not going to lose our great relationships worldwide. Use our resources the way they were meant to be used. And then you constantly clean after everything's brand new. Then we go to the next planet, and then the next planet the healthy patterns way. I can't believe you guys are wasting time on wars and conflicting, and you just die, and then the ones that told you and warned you, I mean, we continue on educating and living a great life. How many more people are going to think they're tough when you're dead before you hit the ground. All your trainings are being viewed. We already have great relationships worldwide, and you should be thankful. That's the reason why you're alive right now. And your privacy and consumptions are respected, and you go back home peaceful, unbothered. That's why every country individually is at peace, unbothered, cared for, respected, left alone. Because we keep each other under healthy living standards. There's work to be done, man. Every single day we have daily tasks and daily activities. I really wanted to, go to continue, on on my, on my enjoyments and my life that I wanted to do. But I mean, damn, dude, like, you guys are taking your lives for granted, your life for granted. People are becoming careless. I'm at it 24/7 with the rest of our families, just always educating constantly, spreading the good word. It's very needed. To God every turn. God is good all the time. Enjoy your life with God, and you'll be alright. Stay in the present. And just get out of people's heads, man. You're pointless, useless. You rob people from the present moment. You confuse the community and then have them conflict in peaceful environments. See the luxuries that we have? Now people get it the easy way. Now they sit on their ass with the microphones and whatever they're doing to shock people in the head and heart and do all that dumb shit. I don't understand. You just stay focused on the right direction and you'll have a better life. Great friendships. You're gonna get accustomed to the healthy ways, because obviously somebody out there got accustomed to very toxic ways, got used to sitting on their ass and being lazy, going cruising, pointless investigations, and then they don't even know that that situation is probably being messed with and faked out just to keep on getting funded by who they're funding. Like, what did you expect, dude? Everything is very understanding. You give better examples for a better tomorrow, people will listen. People want a great life and want to be unbothered. And that's what we all started to see, people listening. But that's not what a select handful wanted to think for themselves. So off they go, creating conflict purposely, fueling their own individual egos. So you need to listen to one of the ones that blessed you. And everybody already knew, they just didn't want to let it be known. Why? Because you fucking waste our fucking time. And then you fucking harass our arm's reach when it's bigger than that. We've been established way before anyone of you was ever born. And we still remain loyal to every single one of our families together. Spreading the good word, acts of kindness. There's things that go a long way that putting it into words limits our great progress. So you're not going to be harassing me, especially when we walk with God, and you're not going to be harassing our colleagues, our mutual same partners out in the world, when there's a whole world to keep healthy. Especially since I already solved every single one of your problems. Now, every time you walk out the door, every step makes sense. You're unable to do it because you're only an individual, and there's a bigger world. You're only a team or a country, and there's a bigger world. But God will do it. When you're playing these mind games with people, God calls your fucking bluff and sees all that shit through all you. All of that for a house, food, clothes, car, partner. All of that dumbass shit that people do because they lack the direction. They take out ones that are involved and are put in position. They use their blind side. They're just living their life, and then they take us out for no reason. And we're doing nothing wrong. We're doing everything right. We're building, caring for our consumptions, educating, teaching you life. Everything fucking right. But then somebody out there doesn't have that mindset. They grew a habit for themselves that in their head, they're not doing anything wrong. They're in denial already. They made it a habit for themselves to get it how they got it. Some people were harassing our elders and then confusing and just pointing this name and that name, and then they brought harm their way and they didn't even understand what was going on. And hey, you're side by side with that motherfucker that doesn't even value you. And they think it's funny, like playing games with us and treating us like shit for no reason, and we leave everybody alone. That's exactly why God let it be known. And it was God that let you know who I was. Mr. Roman from the Bible. Take care of all of our surroundings and their consumptions, and everyone's cared for, constantly educating. I hope you know that the good word comes in many forms. When you saw a media of wars and swords, that was so you won't forget what not to do. The people that really entertained that in real life, they were the stupid ones. And look at where they got. They both died. And they were taken out by their own. It's always the first ones on the ground that they're gonna die, definitely. And then the ones that get the credit are the ones that saw the problem. They took out their own, because we see endless possibilities with unity and great relationships. And we don't be thinking that about anybody. But it is the obvious problem, and it's a good thing that I don't know, because you wouldn't have seen today. That's why I'm making it a lesson for everybody. And it's no secret to the world. But there's things and work that has to be done. It's simple, dude. You need to build, labor, engineer, constantly teach new life the same importance, always educate the things and obstacles that we've been through. You need to stop that immediately. And I say it this firm because God was this firm with us in that wisdom and knowledge, raised us very, very well in the world. It's never one person that says, oh, I'm a bottle, or that person and this person says, oh, I'm a... Dude, you're just a fucking speck of the whole fucking world. There's a whole fucking world, dude, a humongous world. And people have more of an advantage with not having any attention and having work go smoothly. And I always let it be known, very rightfully, 100% partnerships, everyone involved, because our health is our business. Everyone involved. No one does it alone. You can't just sit on a pedestal, whoever you are, and then say this and that, and you wouldn't be taken serious. We just don't want to entertain conflict, and we're literally see you as God every turn. And who makes it happen for you? The people in front of you. That's not even half of it. The people that they have to talk to make it happen. And that's not even half of it. They have colleagues and friends and family that they make it happen for you and so on and so forth. That's not even half of it. It's not even a country. It has also to do with our neighbor countries, unified and equally educated on knowing the importance to care for one another, because that's how our respect and privacy and consumption is cared for. You guys are barely adapting to already known technology that's been made, and then the new life of the generation from 6 years old to 80 years old are with the information that they choose to entertain, given all the information presented to this day. Totally ignoring the fact that we're in the year 2000. That's not, dude, not even, dude. Before the days were numbered, before the days were documented, there was life. So stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your family's time. Because we don't want you to be belittled and then have somebody saying, oh, I own the city. And that's fucking bullshit. Nobody's anything without you. That employee is just 100% partnership just with you. They'll give you that title of owner knowing it's fucking bullshit. It's a together thing. We all have to contribute the same tasks. You needed to let it be known very boldly like this, because that's God's love, so you won't be stupid and people won't like take you as a fool, or people won't like make you look like a fool. They can hype you up and say, oh yes, it's you, it's you. It's always been you. But like, damn, dude. I mean, they're like marching and shit, and then we're just like, what the fuck is that gonna do? We need fucking people like building. We need people knowing the importance on caring for our consumption and knowing that grass grows, harmful debris pass, people aspirate, illnesses become airborne. It needs to be trimmed, cut. Work needs to be done. It can be a great world. The air quality can be greatly godly. Everyone deserves a brand new car. All dealerships need to be inviting the communities, hey, if you have an old car, don't be in that health risk, or else you'll take us down with you. Bring it into the dealership. We can melt the metal, recycle it, mold it for new models. Get a brand new vehicle. It all pays itself, man. To live is to work. To work is to eat. To eat is to keep on living. To keep on living is to come out and, remain in good standing so you can all come back home. There's nobody in the world, dude, that doesn't understand these great healthy habits. God is good all the time. Now, where are you? Are you going to keep freaking out like a bitch? Or are you going to take the initiative to lead that better example for a better tomorrow? And hey, God doesn't waste our time. Usually already has, hey, the problem presented in front of you. So now you take the initiative. Hey, that's short-lived. You're going to be building with us, harvesting with us, cleaning our water with us, and you're going to understand what's short-lived, because nobody gets away with anything. Video surveillance, and that's not even half of it, dude. Video surveillance in public areas, and they already have AI. They can put your fucking face on any fucking body. They can get a picture of you, turn it into a motion picture. They already have that radioactivity thing, so anybody investigating and eavesdropping, they'll just intercept it and have you hear what never was, make you sound exactly like who you know, make it look like your surroundings are a part of some fucking dumbass operation. And then there's pointless arrest. You guys need to get off your asses. You need to build yourself a great big future. A nice big home. That's all everybody comes out for. Why not get it with the firmness and stability? Something unbreakable. Because you can never approach me and say I'm wasting your time. My resume, my business is more proof. And that's not even half of it, dude. A lot of good kindness endeavors are not even like documented. But we always pay you more than the initial purchase. And then some. Damn, dude. You're over here getting fooled and psyched out over somebody that says, here, have $1 trillion. Yeah, you get that. All to come back to the foundation and get your ass straight to work. And we're not even wasting no one's time. We get straight to it. Every employee, staff member, manager with any business, $10, $20 every pay period. Separate account in the bank for health care of your business, so everybody can be out healthy while they're handling our food, healthy while they're crossing paths with our loved ones and families, for a guaranteed wage increase every 3 months. And it's never going to end. Now money is not an issue. Now every business needs builders, because it gets very time consuming when you become careless with the new life that rapidly produces. And then it becomes time consuming passing that knowledge and importance and firmness down and understanding to the new life before the ones doing it pass. Because others need to also care for our foods and our animals. It's a bigger world, dude. Our helping hands and manpower, police, CIA, FBI, military, border patrol with the detainees and correction, all working together. This builds trust, builds great equity and understanding. It takes away that headspace of doing anything wrong, and it gets them all everything that they want or need. A house, car, family, loved ones. Getting rid of all crime permanently. Real, genuine peace and understanding in the world, and nothing but life to live. And you need to remain constant after all of this is great. No, really. God bless.